back again.
Back again.
Another episode of everybody's favourite wrestling podcast. If we're not, why aren't we?
Yeah. And why we're not being paid.
Yeah.
I'm all right, mate. I just want some money. No, I'm joking. I'm all right. I'm tired today. I'm frigging well tired. But I've got Benidorm at the end of the week, so... Benners, can't wait. Good breakaway. Then get back, and then it's all heels for Christmas.
So we should really apologise nice and early then, so we don't have to do it later on. Probably won't be a full podcast next week because Matthew's pissing off the Benidorm.
Oh, sorry, I'm having an holiday.
It's all right, mate. You can get me back in February, March time.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Yeah, you went away in You already been away. You can't say no. I'm getting grief when he's already been away. To be fair, I've already been away as well. I have been Benidorm in May, but that was only for 3 days.
Yeah. No, we're away in February, beginning of March, so you can give me shit then.
Oh, well, I'll forget, but I'll do.
I'll pre-warn you now, mate. I won't give a fuck because I'm going to New York, so...
Yeah, fair play.
No shits will be given.
I don't blame you. I'd be the same.
No.
Also, we're still not sponsored by Pepsi Max, and I don't know why. So, can we please be sponsored by Pepsi Max?
Disney sponsorship.
Yeah, because they do Marvel and Star Wars, so that would also be helpful to me as well, because then I could get stuff from them.
Yeah.
So,
electronics company would be nice because we need some equipment.
Yeah, like my computer's getting full now, so I need new hard drive and stuff. And yeah, can we just get sponsored by everybody now, please, to help us out? That'd be great.
Yeah, these are all taking your time. These are all missing out on a treat.
Honestly, we're two strapping young men.
Yeah.
Even at this rate, even on Summers do. Do you know what I
mean? Mate, Toby Carvery's next, I'm telling you.
Toby Carvery. Oh, Greg's. Then my life's complete. I'm a Greg's man.
We're not getting to that debate of Greg's in Pound Bakery, mate. That's not wrestling.
But it is because we're wrestling over it. So tell me.
I just can't. I can't justify the price of Greg's, mate. That's all I'm going to say. When you go to Pound Bakery, you get the same shit.
It doesn't taste the same, though.
Oh, it does, mate.
No, it doesn't.
You're going to tell me that you're going to be the sort of guy that only has Heinz baked beans because.
Damn right. Why would you have anyone else?
Cheaper beans are better.
Yeah. No.
Oh, you brown snob. I'm
a snob. You know what? I blame my mum and dad. I'm a snob. So, and I'll tell you why I'm a snob. And again, this is nothing to do with wrestling. Right, we're going Benidorm on Sunday, and I wanted to get a taxi from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel, because I hate being on a coach with people when we just got off the flight. But because I've got no money, I've had to get a coach, and I've had a paddy about it. It's cheaper as well. But I'm like, I'd rather spend 60 quid to get a taxi.
So I think I've known you now for about 2 years. I think it's about 2 years since you came.
2021.
That's 2 years.
Training tech. Well, what are we in? Oh, we're in 2023. Oh, yeah. I thought we were in 2024 for some fucking reason. Go on.
About 2 years, and I'm only discovering you're a brand snob.
I am a brand snob, mate. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I hold my hands up. I tell everyone I'm a brand snob. I don't care.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final.
I'm on my own from now on. That's fine.
I can't work with somebody like that.
Well, tough shit.
You get sponsorships. I want 50% because the name's 50% mine.
It's not Matt and John. To be fair, there's more my name on it than yours because I do more of the videos at the moment. TikTok's all yours. You can have everything on there. But fair play. Anyway, we're not actually going to break up. The channel's still going ahead, so don't worry about that. There's been another return this week. The Bloodline's just returning all over. Not the champion. That'd be fucking stupid, wouldn't it? Not the main guy.
Are we talking about the big return since our last film? Because obviously, depending on when this goes out, people are like, what? But yeah, Friday night, which we film on record on a Tuesday. So
Jack came back and we spoke about that.
Yeah, we've already talked about that one, mate. So who are you talking about then?
Pat
returned.
Yeah.
Forgot about
And then he brought out his very famous friend.
He's an indie wrestler, that guy, though, and he's an up and coming.
But he got a big pop when he came out, though, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, the crowd, it must be a local talent. The crowd knew him
looked
really well.
Built as a brick shit house as well, to be fair to him.
The great one.
The people's champ.
Pie eating.
Jabroni beating. Trailblazing, eyebrow raising.
Raising.
People's champ, The Rock.
The great one. Returned back on Friday Night SmackDown.
His show.
Theory, trying to call it Austin Theory Live. Dickhead. But yeah. It's over on the TikTok page, Wrestling Fellas Pod. If you can't find it for whatever reason.
Has it not been copyrighted yet?
No, because that's got nothing of their logo on it other than the actual video playing, so we should be fine, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's what everybody else was doing.
It's a way to get around it.
So yeah, the great one returned to probably two of the biggest pops in WWE history in a long time. Yeah, he got 2 pops. He didn't just get 1, he got 2. Because when his music hit, they went absolutely ape shit for it. And then he walked out and they went ape shit again.
Yeah. And then when he started talking, and then he started getting the chant going, "You are an arsehole," which was fun. Yeah.
Did you see that random guy behind him filming him when he came out of the test?
Yeah, when he came out.
It's like, fuck.
Definitely going to be on fucking some kind of blog, that, isn't it? But yeah, The Rock. And it all came about, well, he was on Pat's show before an American football game. I say American football game because football's football.
College, yeah. Yeah, American football college game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he commented on the rumours of the match between him and Roman Reigns. And this is what he said. Oh, before we get into all that, we've not done the most important thing.
Oh, yeah, we're jumping it.
The reason why you're uncomfy at the moment.
Mine coincides really nice with it as well.
It does, to be fair. Mine does, because he's going to beat Roman next WrestleMania. T-shirt time. Yeah. Cody Rhodes, as you can probably see, I'm a bit zoomed in. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I am. So I'm more in your face than normal. But I'm wearing the American Nightmare.
I did have a different T-shirt on this morning, but it was a little bit on the tight side. I was wearing my Braun Strowman T-shirt. I might pull it out one of the pods. I got
Braun
a few.
Strowman?
Monster Among Men T-shirt. It's like a cartoon comic style Braun Strowman. It's one of my favorite T-shirts ever. Yes, I am a Braun Strowman fan. Get over it.
I've never heard anyone say that in my life.
What, they're a fan of Braun Strowman?
No.
Oh, mate.
The T-shirt?
Oh, mate, it's a quality T-shirt. I'll get it out. I'll tell you what I'll do, because we're going to do a bit of filming today. I'll get it out for one of the new series that's dropping, but we'll announce it in a moment because we haven't said anything about it yet. I'll show you then. Or maybe not. I don't know. See if I can be asked. But yeah, I was going to have it on a bit tight. But so this one's sitting there ready to go. And it's quite fitting. We the ones.
We the ones and you the twos.
Well, technically I'm the one.
To be fair, they're split up now, aren't they? So.
Or as Kev said last night on Raw, Jay's one shade of eyeshadow away from joining the Judgment Day.
I absolutely pissed myself when he said that.
But he broke Cody. He broke Cody, and Cody had to hold it as best as he could. He broke Cody with that line.
Fucking funny, isn't he? Anyway, yeah, so go back onto The Rock and the rumoured match between The Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. Is it 40? 39.
No, 39.
He said that was locked. We were doing it. But let me just tell you, in the beginning of 2022, Nick Khan, of course he got involved, didn't he? He was very instrumental in bringing Vince McMahon and I together. We all flew to LA. We met, we sat. This is the beginning in 2022. We toasted live, toasted the business we love. About an hour later, we started talking about the potential of what this match could be between myself and Roman Reigns heading to WrestleMania at SoFi. We shook hands, we hugged right there. All three of us at the table and said, let's do this. We had a year to really think about this. Let's not do something good. Let's do something great. Let's do something unprecedented. We can create, what can we, fuck me, my fucking ass. What can we create for the fans?
That's staying in. Do not cut that out. That has to stay in. Don't you dare cut that out when you do your editing.
We'll see. What can we create for the fans that has never been done before in a match? But the bigger thought was, what can we do for the fans in this business that we love, where WrestleMania isn't the end of something, it's actually the beginning of something bigger. So we got really close, but we couldn't actually nail what the thing was. We decided to put our pencils down, and then we agreed, hey, listen, there is a merger coming up. Eventually, what that will happen. There's WrestleMania in Philadelphia. I'm open.
So I've seen as well that apparently the creative issue was The Rock wanted to do more than what WWE wanted him to do. So I think he wanted to do a bit of a lengthy storyline to it than just come in, Royal Rumble or whatever at the end, and then turn up again at the next pay-per-view and then go to Mania or whatever. No, he wanted to do quite a bit of a build-up for it, but WWE were against it.
Yeah. Fair play. We'll go through some news. I've got some other little bits, and then we'll talk about the shows briefly, and then we'll get to the 500 that's caused controversy.
Controversy. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Edge and Drew McIntyre have still not signed contracts with WWE. Obviously, we know Edge's deal runs until the end of this month. Drew is at least, I think it's next October, was it? Because they added months on for when he was injured, like they normally do. So this is from Dave Meltzer, Uncle Dave, dickhead. Recent months, there have been various reports about Edge and Drew's WWE contract talks. During the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer provided details about the situation, where he also discussed Jay Cargill, which we're going to come on to soon. It's the same thing with Edge and McIntyre. Not that those deals are dead in WWE, but they're not close on money, and that's where it stands. It's not like somebody, whatever these people ask for, it's not like it's a rubber stamp, even though WWE is loaded with money. Tony Khan's running the business, WWE is running the business. They have an idea of a salary scale. WWE can afford anything and anyone, but they're not. They have a mental salary scale of what people in certain positions get, and some of the guys want more or think they deserve something to people at the company think are higher level, and they think they're at the same level. So that's kind of the situation, and it goes again on both sides. So they're way off on money for what both want, even though Edge turned around and said it's nothing to do with the money. It's just I don't know what I want to do at the moment. Drew's is obviously money and his story and his character and the way what he's doing with his actual going forward, which looks like he's turning heel.
But the thing is, Drew, I think Drew can go anywhere and become the champion and be the face of the company. I think that's the issue with Drew. I think Drew, and obviously we don't know, it could be more money driven, but I think Drew's creative side, what they do with him creatively, it's not. I think dropping the bollock at Clash of Castle may hinder Drew's decision as well. But if it's October time, that's too late for All In.
Yep. I think he'll stay. I think he'll eventually sign. I think Edge will go. I don't think Edge will stay. I think if he's got the opportunity to go work with Christian again, with FTR as well, I think he'll take that opportunity. I don't blame him, to be honest with you.
Just on the employment side of them, we spoke last week about how we would like changes with Endeavour taking over than TKL, whatever it's called now. And so both said that we'd like them to try bringing some more indie talent. There's reports today that a new batch of talent are in for tryouts, and a lot of them are independent-based wrestlers.
All right.
One being Brogan Finlay, the son of Fit Finn.
Okay.
And the brother of David Finlay. So there's a couple more names in there that are on the independent sort of thingy, but that's the only one that stuck out at me because he's Fit's son.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got Fit in. If you could get Fit Finlay's son and William Regal's son together in NXT,
that'd be set. That, to be fair. Fit's never left the company, has he? He's always been there.
No. Yeah.
Moving on to John Cena, the GOAT, John Cena, who is now internally listed as the GOAT, John Cena. In a video published on by Rehad H Season on Twitter/X, it's still being called Twitter/X because no one knows what it's actually fucking called. John Cena has been announced for the 2023 Crown Jewel premium live event in Saudi Arabia on November 4th. In regards to shock horror, In regards to Cena being booked for the show, Dave Meltzer noted the following. Cena pulled out of the last WWE show in Saudi Arabia. He had been booked on, but it's no longer an issue that could have negative effects on his career since everyone is back doing business with the country now. Basically, there is nobody left on the roster, as far as we know, that is either refusing to go or banned. They've seen the
Cody Rhodes, John Cena.
They've seen the payday and went, I want to be a part of it.
Yeah, I know it's not. I know they settled obviously with Sammy wasn't going there for political reasons, and they've sorted that out.
Yeah, Sammy's different. But the people that were trying to do it for morals have now seen the payday and gone, I want to bear that.
I think John maybe. I don't know. I think John is his career because he's done the rest of it.
I don't mean John in general. I just mean the people that were originally
up
for whatever reasons. But John's John, and he can do whatever he fucking wants to be.
And he's only back in WWE because of the writer's strike. There's no TV being filmed in America right now, and so that's same as Big Dwayne probably. No movies are being filmed, so they've got a lot of spare time on their hands. Get a payday from turning up at WWE instead of sitting at home earning nothing.
Yeah,
I'm not sure it will be short for a few quid. I wish I could. Wow. Not have any work on, but not have to worry about anything.
So on from 2 contracts expiring with WWE to one who has just apparently signed with WWE. My girl, Jade Cargill.
Well, she won't be Jade Cargill, will she?
TNA don't own that. I thought I read that they don't own Jade Cargill, the name. They
don't own any of them, but they might try and put something in on it like WWE do just to fuck around with them.
Oh, yeah, they always do it, don't they, to be fair. Her contract has expired with AEW. She came in 2 weeks ago, was it? Against attacked Chris Statlander, was it 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Did she have a match with her on Collision?
Collision, yeah.
So we'll both be perfectly honest with you fine people watching. We've not watched anything this week. I've been too busy thinking about work and panicking about money. And John's obviously had his shit going on with work and stuff. So we've both not really watched anything. I watched the highlights of SmackDown. I watched the highlights of Raw this morning. That is it. I watched NXT fully because I'm off on Tuesdays. So I just watched it.
I think I did. I had SmackDown playing when I was working on Saturday. But it was a busy day at work. I've watched Raw, The Rock's return now a couple of times. Well, quite a few times.
105 million people have watched it all over WWE socials. It's the most watched wrestling clip ever.
500,000 of me getting the clip, the edit, mate. So don't even get me started on that. It well annoyed me. But yeah, I haven't watched any AEW. I haven't even watched highlights. I couldn't even tell you what happened this week, apart from Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho cutting a promo. That's all I know. That's all I know this week. It's not for any other reasons. It's not because I've not wanted to. It's just I've not had a good week at work and just not got time. We've been filming something else for the people, haven't we? So
we have, which we'll go on to when we've done everything and break the news of what we're actually doing now. But yeah, I watched, like I said, I watched the highlights of SmackDown, I watched the highlights of Raw, and I watched NXT because, like I said, I'm off Tuesdays, and I'm off Wednesdays, but then I'm back in Thursday morning, so I can't watch Dynamite because I'm back in Thursday morning at 8:30, so I've got to get up at 7 to sort myself out. So we're going literally off what we've watched on highlights. So, Raw, push that on Raw, dead quick. We'll go through NXT because NXT was the day we stopped. So the main event was Tiffany Stratton and Becky Lynch for the NXT title, and they've done what I fucking hoped they didn't fucking do and gave the belt to Becky Lynch. And I know why they've done it, to get more views on NXT and give Becky the belt to do the whole Grand Slam thing. But why, man? Why?
It'll only be for a few weeks. They do it sort of time, don't they? They put the belt on someone for the main.
I know Dom's had it for nearly 3 months, but no, Dom's different.
And this is and you're gonna look at me. Dom is a glorified NXT wrestler, mate. He could really do with a long stint in NXT to improve and stuff.
He botched this week.
Yeah, I've seen it with Cody. Yeah, I've seen it. I watched the first hour or so. So even that, mate, he's getting too engrossed by the crowd. As a heel, he should just talk over them. don't acknowledge him now. Stop acknowledging him. That
he was doing that this week. I think he's been told. But
no,
WWE need to stop fucking pumping crowd noise in. They don't need it.
No, but yeah, he kept saying it in his, I don't know if it's Mexican or whatever, Latin, I don't know what he speaks language, but he kept telling them like, be quiet and shut up. It's a Mexican. Yeah. He doesn't need to now. Just talk over him. Talk over him. That's what any other good heel would do. That's what Roman Reigns did when he cut that promo after WrestleMania.
Yeah, no, but they had a full thing for Roman, and he couldn't do it. He literally had a full script, and he just, in the end, he just had to say that. I know it was better in the end, but that's the reason why, because he just couldn't. Yeah, Dragunov pinned Wesley to become the number 1 contender for the NXT title, and then Wesley in the back was like, I'm done, I'm gone. I can't do this anymore, because he's constantly losing. So whether he's coming up to the main roster or they're just keeping him off for a bit and then bringing him back with a new thing, I don't know. There's no rumours of anyone being brought up just yet, even though Bron Breakker's ready for it, and so is Carmelo Hayes.
Dragon Lee's on Raw next week, I believe, as well.
Dragon Lee's on Raw against Dom, yeah, so that'll be big. But yeah, Dragunov beat Wesley for the number 1 contendership, so he'll face Carmelo Hayes at NXT No Mercy in a couple of weeks, and it was a fucking quality match. It was absolutely mint. Yeah, it was mint. Corbin tries to show respect to Bron Breakker for his Bron Breakker's brutal attack on Von Wagner? Yeah, Von Wagner, which messed up, and he actually fucking done him in. He didn't actually meant to hit him with the stairs and fucking did. So that fucked up, but then they made it into a storyline where Corbin is like, well done for doing that. And Bron's like, I don't need you to tell me thank you and well done for doing it. I did it for a fucking reason. So it's actually brought something into it. Then there was a boring 6-man tag no one cares about between Kemp, Gulak, and Dempsey, who beat Briggs, Jensen, and Bourne. No, I told you no one cared. Dana Brooke, who's still on NXT, she's not been fired yet. We are expecting releases over the next few days. We got told it was internal ones last week, and then this week is talent.
Said to you last week, didn't I? Said to you last week that it would be.
Yeah. It's always the way, innit? So Dana Brooke versus Lyra Valkyrie, the women's wrestler that Rhea Ripley really likes. She beat Brooke. I don't think Dana Brooke's won a match on NXT since she came down. I think she's there to enhance the talent down there, to be fair, more than anything. Even though she needs, as much as I love her, she's not exactly Natalia level, is she? This week on NXT, we're getting Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate in the Global Heritage Invitational match, which should be good. And Dunne put some out on his Instagram saying, "Let's throw it back to the good old days." So whether they're going to do one off with Pete Dunne, I hope they fucking do. I know they won't, but
they do need to drop the Butch. Keep the Butch character.
We've seen this for 2 years, mate. It's not gonna.
Let them be Pete Dunne again.
They're not gonna. We've been doing it for 2 years. But it was a quality match between Tyler Bate and Axum. Yeah. Then we had Creed Brothers versus Blade and Enoff. I've never heard of them two before, so that was new. But it was a good tag match for what it was. Then you had Nathan Frazier versus Akira Tozawa in the Global Heritage Invitational. And then you had Tiffany Stratton versus Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch won the fucking title.
I think they confirmed as well this week, though, the Druid's gone. Young Grizzled vets. They're now fully gone. They've been let go. Which I'm sure we said a couple of weeks ago that it's something that's going to happen for Joe Gacy.
We knew they were leaving in January when they didn't want to sign new contracts. They weren't happy with what they were doing.
I think Gacy will be in the next line of call-ups.
Yeah, Hayes, Breaker, Tiffany Stratton, Cora Jade. I think Cora Jade needs a couple more fucking runs with the title before she gets brought up. As much as she's good, I think she just needs that because she's been off TV for ages. But it's safe to say Mandy Rose ain't coming back. She's opened an OnlyFans, so she's not coming back. So wherever she's going, we don't know. Ripley wasn't on Raw. Why? I actually opened it and didn't actually read it.
Tamina's injured her. So I genuinely think they're working a storyline with Nia Jax. That's how interested I am in it. They're actually going to use the whole thing of Nia Jax injures people. It's a storyline. Well,
it says that, Ripley was also not at the live event, so this appears to be planned time off for her because she just got engaged to Murphy, hasn't she? So she probably wants some time to... fair play. Riddle was supposed to be at Raw, but wasn't. He got told to not show up in the end when he was going to show up. As we said, he's done. Let's talk about some AEW. Oh no, we'll talk Jade Cargill because she's my girl. Jade Cargill's AEW contract expired. She's slated to be at the Performance Center in Orlando this week.
Oh, we started on this and then you changed.
Yeah, we just went a different direction. They've already started working. This is off Dave Meltzer. They've already started creative for her. I heard it yesterday when I was asked around about it. She's locked in. And she wasn't locked in, but they've been talking to her a lot. It's not like this is just some minor thing to them. It's a big thing. She'll get a focal push because of the money to get her in WWE. You have to give her a chance to get over because they're not paying what they would normally pay for a normal person. It's not like it's Charlotte Flair money or Becky Lynch money, but for a newcomer to the company, it's much higher than they usually go. So she got a good deal, and they're talking about her a lot more than they would talk about somebody that they brought out from NXT. So she ain't gonna be a Tegan Knox. Oh, that's a fucking dig. She ain't gonna be a Tegan Knox or somebody who's been brought up, or a Candice LeRae. That's just kind of brought up here and there. I got the impression it was main roster just because of the expense of bringing her in. They could put her in NXT for a while before bringing her to the main roster. In a sense, that would make sense. Well, then you've got to justify the money. I could see them putting her in NXT for a short period of time. But my impression is the creative they were talking about her was not NXT. It was main roster.
It's got to be main roster. It's not ifs or buts. She's got to come to the main roster to justify leaving AEW, where she was probably one of the main female wrestlers for them. She's got to go straight to the main roster.
Yeah.
Be buried by Charlotte Flair.
Everyone fucking does in the end, don't they? Let's talk about your favourite guy, Phil Brooks. He's been on commentary this week for MMA, and he has turned around and said he has nothing to do for 2 months. What happens in 2 months? Survivor Series in Chicago.
Fuck.
Is he playing games?
I gotta be really honest, mate. If he turns up, I'll turn it off.
I'll tell you one thing. If he does show up, his t-shirts will be the highest fucking t-shirts on WWE Shop. They will go fucking flying out that.
And I bet they put all sizes on.
Yeah, of course they will. And I bet they'll put all plaques on the fucking Euro Shop for the only one that they fucking do. We love you, Euro Shop.
Yeah.
CM Punk was released by AEW earlier this month after a physical altercation with Jack Perry at All In. But he's now ready to move on with his life. After the altercation, Punk reportedly lunged at AEW president Tony Khan and said he quit the promotion. Khan stated that he felt his life was in danger during the situation. Punk provided guest commentary at Friday's Cage Fury Fighting Championship, CFFC.
Which is gone into the UFC.
Oh. Marking his first... Oh, that's how it starts then, isn't it? Marking his first public appearance since being fired from AEW, he noted that he had a lot of free time on his hands. House of Wrestling reporter Hoss? I say Hoss. It's not House. Reported that Punk has no legislation pending against Khan after being released, which has been speculated about following the release. The report also noted that Punk is looking to avoid further litigation, and move on with his life. Punk was described to me as someone breathing a sign of relief now that is away from the day-to-day drama that seems to follow him at AEW. It's unclear whether AEW and Tony Khan are considering litigation. Yes, but I'm trying to think of a better word. Regarding a potential WWE return, it's still unclear whether the company or Punk is interested. Still, Punk is reportedly open to it in December while on hiatus from AEW. One source said the internal buzz about Punk as a potential free agent is not there like when Cody Rhodes was. Another source pointed out that the WWE does not necessarily need a big name signing because they have a hot product at the moment. Multiple sources made it clear that they saw WWE and Punk working together as a possibility if good business can be done.
Don't do it.
Punk to AEW confirmed. Punk to WWE confirmed. Here on the Wrestling Files podcast.
The product's actually good. You bring him back, it's just going to be terrible.
Yeah.
So he's going to ruin all storylines. Forget about Jay's push. Cody's never going to win the title because CM Punk's going to have to beat Roman and then go on a massive run to beat Roman's record. He's going to want the Taker to be unretired, get the
so then he can beat him.
Get the defeat wiped off by Brock Lesnar so he can beat him.
Do you not like him, John?
It's not my favourite, is it?
Okay. I just couldn't tell, that's why I had to ask. So last month, AEW held All In London, and we got told it was record-breaking event that broke all records. Well, it looks like AEW have done a WWE and made up some of the numbers, because we have the actual numbers here, which anyone can go and get off the Borough Council website. So earlier this week, a freedom of information was made to Brent Council, the local authority in which Wembley Stadium is situated, regarding the all-in attendance with this statement. The actual numbers registered entering the stadium through the turnstiles was 72,265. This is reflective of what attended on the night and not the total number of tickets sold or no shows, etc. So the people that were actually in attendance, it was 72,000, which makes WrestleMania 32 still the highest pay-per-view event in wrestling. Doesn't take away anything AEW did at All In, because it was an incredible event, and I still stand by what I said. It's one of the best pay-per-views I've ever watched in my life.
But they give us a WrestleMania level pay-per-view in the UK.
And
so
Will Ospreay's pissed off. He's got with the number on him.
Well, it's that's the paid attendance in it. That's the tickets that were purchased, and obviously people didn't make it. There's a lot of things to take in consideration that weekend as well. I don't think people planned for properly. Like there was train strikes over the weekend and stuff like that. But no, the actual attendance number was less. And
like I said, it doesn't take anything away from it. It was still one of the things, but I think next year will probably be bigger. I think they'll probably break the record next year more.
What did they say Money in the Bank got?
Probably about 20.
It was, I'm sure, but it only holds 20,000 people in there.
Oh, so it's probably about 17.
Yeah, but I'm sure they said about 20 or something.
WWE always do. They always add an extra 5,000 on. Everyone knows that.
I don't care about attendance, man. As long as the show's decent, and if I'm there, it's even better. That's what I care about as a British fan, is that we get the shows. I don't give a shit about the attendance.
Well, it's like this here. So WrestleMania 32, The Rock announced that night there was 101,000 people in attendance, which was a new record. The actual number was 97,000. So they always fucking add numbers on. So, but it doesn't take anything away from it all. And like I said, one of the best pay-per-views I've ever watched, and I've watched a lot of fucking pay-per-views. So, and Rob Van Dam's on Collision this week. So if you're watching in, you don't know who his opponent is. Rob Van Dam's on Collision. He's announced it on his Twitter. He's going to be wrestling. Can't wait to watch a 45-year-old.
Yeah, because I believe WWE were pissed off at him. They turned up on AEW a few weeks back.
I'm not really asked about him, to be quite honest with you.
I don't mind him. I don't mind him. We'll see who he's got.
Yeah, I just find it boring though, RVD. They're just getting to that age, and I just don't really care about him anymore. There's people I'd rather watch instead of him. Be on that show. Yeah, Ricky Starks ain't in action.
Yeah. So we get a bit bored of the Ricky Starks, but
maybe going to WWE soon.
I mean, they have announced, though, I don't know if we'll go on to it, but they have announced a new tag team that's going to be on Grand Slam.
I've not got it here, but I do remember reading something about
Orange Hook.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Should we run through the shows? Or do you want to just leave them because we've not watched them?
Might as well leave the shows this week, mate, because we've not watched them, and it's going to be just reading off the screen. and it's not our views on it because we can't quote on it. So it's it'd be pointless. It'd be relying on everybody else's, and we can't comment on it. I watched the opening hour of the Raw. It's all I've watched.
I've not watched out.
Like I mentioned before, it was the main bit of it was Cody, Sammy, and Kev talking about. So Cody and Sammy trying to get Kev to trust Jay. And then Kev sort of reminded him that Jay's part of them all losing the title shots. And that is one shade of eyeliner away from Joy and Judgment Day. It's a great line. But no, I think we've got a big thing that could take up majority of the pod, mate. So any other news you got there?
No.
Right then. So should we do
I've
our
got the list of the full 500 here, by the way.
So have I. So should we do our little announcement first and then jump into the PWI 500?
Yeah. John is really a woman. Oh, is that not what we're talking about?
Hey, that's for like the season finale.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Yeah, the big announcement is the new episode of Matt GM Mode. Matt plays GM Mode. Randy Orton turns heel. Is on YouTube. Go and watch it. Thanks. No, we've started to do something different. Now, obviously, we announced it when we filmed it, but obviously, it's not going to go out. I'm planning. No, I've not told you this, but I'm not. I don't want to confuse the viewers, so I'm not going to put it out why I'm doing this. I'll wait for this season to be done, which is nearly done, and then I will put ours out because I don't want the viewers to get confused and go, "Why is John not on this week?" Kind of shit. Yeah. So I'll get mine out of the way, and then that's when we'll start. But we are doing a GM mode, Matt versus John. We haven't got any music for it yet. Well, we have, but it's in the intro. You have to watch that when you get to it. On GM mode. Now, I've only faced one person ever on GM mode, and it's been my mate Tomo. Shout out to Tomo. He does every week because he's the only one that always likes it, always comments, and always watches it. So yeah, we've done a GM mode between each other. Who's winning? I think you're winning, aren't you?
Ever so slightly.
I think there's only like less than 100k in it.
And I've already pissed them off.
It fucking wound me up. I won't go into why, but he pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, and I think we're going to do some game's a game. Fair play to you. You come back on it. You did it well. And I think we're going to do some more recording after this today. So there'll be a lot of episodes coming out. We're trying to build up more content. I'm going to put little highlight reels on snips from it. So on the TikTok. So if you're never wondering when it's due out, there'll always be a TikTok out for the newest episode in and around as well. But why wait for that? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell. You'll be notified every time a new video comes out. Wrestling Fellas 5350. If you want to see what the TikTok... Yeah. If you want to see what, the highlights as well, to see, Matt really shouting at me. I think he actually called me the C word.
I did actually, and I couldn't believe it.
We'll be on the TikTok page, it's Wrestling Fellas Pod, the TikTok page, social media guides, Wrestling Fellas. That's Facebook and X. X got geared to you. We do that every week. And Instagram, Wrestling_Fellas Pod over on Instagram. But yeah, hit the bell and you won't miss out on it. Ding. It'll probably be somewhere around here at some point.
So they won't, because I've not paid for it this month because I've not had the money. So this one won't have the pinging and they've not had it all month. So when I get back off my holiday.
Is that a monthly thing?
Yeah, I pay for it monthly.
Let me send you the one I got off my mate that does editing. Obviously, chop this bit out, mate. I've got a free one. So let me send you that one that you haven't played around with.
Is it as good as this one?
Probably.
This is dead easy.
I'll get the name of it. You play around, but you see it.
Okay, cool. But yeah, it's a monthly thing. So I didn't pay for it this month because I got a really rubbish wage. So you won't get the pinging and you won't get it all along the bottom. But it will return next month because my pay will be better again. I've sold stuff. Anyway, PWI 500. How do you want to do it?
So
I've seen number 500.
So
I think he's wrestled like twice this year.
I don't know, mate. There's a few of mine that could. So believe me, I'm going to work from 500 up. And when I get, but I'm not going to go every single one. I'm going to give ones that we know, because there's a lot of names out there. It's independents, shows that we don't watch, a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go for the ones that we know, as well as probably going to get someone backlash, and I know that person. We're going to go with the people, what most people are going to know, with the ones that are on TV more than anything. Yeah. Because a few names there, probably GCW, that's not really televised. NWA, MLW, stuff. It doesn't get great coverage in the UK, so we don't know them. So let's go. The first one, I'm working my way up from 500 up. 474.
474, yes.
Colt Boom 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 Cabana.
That's right.
So we should say this PW list runs from July to July, and it's graded on win-loss record, championships won, quality of competition, major feuds, prominence within wrestlers' promotion, and overall ability.
Well, that's why he's there then.
So how's he even made the list? Because he's not been on TV and he's not done anything because CM Punk banned him.
I don't have a clue, mate. Couldn't tell you. I don't know who David Vega is. I
don't know if anybody knows 476 VSK. He does. He's been on a few AEW shows. Does lots of stuff with Matt Cardona as well. That's why I know VSK. So yeah, Colt Cabana is 474. Then we move up. We're moving up. Sonny Kiss, who's just recently been released by AEW, is at 431.
Oh yeah, that way even highlighted on there.
Oh.
QT Marshall 415.
416. Hikuleo. He is part of the Bloodline. He's Bullet Club. He's in New Japan. He does the New Japan Strong. He is the brother of Tama Tonga and Tamaloa. I think his dad's called now.
Dave.
No, he's an ex-WCW. I can't think he's called. Never mind. I'll probably get him
402. Oh no, 406.
Dirty Dango.
That, yeah, because he retired halfway through the year and then come back.
Yeah.
So
402, mate. Who's 402?
Rio. Is that Rio from? Oh no, that's a different Rio. I know who that Rio is. That's Damar.
400, Josh Woods. Ring of Honor AEW.
Fair play. Dolph Ziggler 393.
Yeah, Dolph 393. But has Dolph even been on any sort of show?
Yeah, he won the NXT title last year.
Oh yeah. 389.
Carl Anderson.
Shows
everything you need to know about the tag division on WWE.
Yeah, and the booking of Carl Anderson.
Yep. No comment.
379, Great O'Khan. It's part of the Empire, Will Ospreay's group. And he's done a few shows for AEW as well. 374, Gabriel Kidd.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say that
one. 367, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Mike Bennett.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's starting to come through a bit more storylines because of Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, MJF storyline. 355, Trent Seven.
Shots with that one, to be fair.
Yeah,
he's won titles. He's consistently been wrestling on the UK scene.
That's probably the issue, though, isn't it? It's the UK scene. 343, Big Damo.
Yeah. Chad Gable.
Matt Taven first, mate. 339. Chad Gable outside
338.
The top 300.
Fuck me.
Oh,
done him dirty there.
He's already started.
Done him dirty there.
Mate, Evil Uno is above Chad Gable at 336.
Who does this? Who does this list?
PWI. Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Is that with Dave Meltzer?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
331 Warhorse. He's had a few matches on AEW, early AEW. I don't think he's been on it in a long time. 324 Tony D'Angelo of NXT, rated higher than Chad Gable.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Representing UK. Kid Lycos.
Yeah.
UK.
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb at 311. Commander, he's been on AEW recently, I believe.
Yeah, he has. A lot on Collision.
Yeah. Baron Corbin, 299.
You missed one. 303.
But that's not his name.
Why?
Johnny Impact, Johnny.
Fuck off,
Elite.
Johnny Impact. Fuck off.
Johnny
John
TV.
And that's how shit he is. He's at 303. Baron Corbin, yeah. He's not had the greatest year about Corbin, as he's always just recently got there. But the next one above him has absolutely pissed me off.
I love doing this.
Oh my God, and I've just seen 294. What the fuck?
And he is off. 298, Luchasaurus.
The TNT champion, by the way. The TNT champion is at 298.
Alpha Tasmo.
But internally, he's the TNT champion.
Yeah, but he's not really doing anything. He's a henchman. He had a great storyline run with Christian and the Christian Jungle Boy feud.
Storylines, championships, wins.
Yeah, mate.
And he's there.
So, let me just get it out there before we continue. This list is a load of bollocks, mate. And I'll start my
rant a little bit. I don't do this list, so why are you having to go with me?
Yeah. El Fantasmo is New Japan. He's was part of the Bullet Club before Jay White left, and then rejoined the Bullet Club in AEW. And then 294, Kofi Kingston.
To be fair, he has been injured after the year.
Have you noticed though he's changed where he's from as well? He's now residing from Ghana.
I thought they did that when he won the WWE title.
Oh, I just noticed it last night. No.
Yeah, they did it when he won the WWE title because he went back there to celebrate.
TJP.
Yeah.
Above Kofi. I'm gonna that
above
Kofi
above Chad Gable, but Luchasaurus, the TNT champion.
Yeah. Carlito above Chad Gable and Kofi.
Yeah, he's not really wrestled. He's cancelled all his dates, and WWE don't know what to do with him.
But above Kofi and Chad Gable, mate.
Yeah, no, don't.
And Luchasaurus.
And simmering. Don't do
that. Dalton Castle, 279.
He's featured on Ring of Honor all the time, isn't he?
Yeah, one of the big names in Ring of Honor. Kushida.
Yeah.
Has returned. He's an Impact. And I think he's returned to Japan as well.
Time Watchers, something like that. With Chris Sabin, is it? The tag team he had.
Something I can't remember now.
Yeah. Anyway.
Timothy Thatcher. That's how he says it now.
He left NXT and has not done nothing since, so fair play.
No. But above Chad Gable and Kofi Kingston and Luchasaurus.
Stop it. Tracy Williams hasn't even fucking wrestled.
Actually, that's
exactly what I think it is.
Action Ardetti is 256. He's been getting a bit of a run in AEW in the Ring of Honor at the moment.
Who's Tracy Baker? What the fuck? Oh no, it doesn't matter. It's not who I thought it was. Doesn't matter.
All right.
I'll stop having
Dragon Lee of NXT, as we mentioned before.
Yeah.
He's at 253.
He deserves to be a bit higher. His matches have been quality over the past year, but not higher than Kofi and Chad Gable and Luchasaurus and TNT champion Luchasaurus.
Just remember, Kofi, Luchasaurus, Chad Gable are all below Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah. Don't. I'm gonna have a full rant about this after. Carry on.
Another UK entry. I've never seen him wrestle, but I like to give a nod to UK guys that I recognise the name of. Man like Darius. He's been doing a lot of stuff with TNT Wrestling in the UK. He's done some GCW crossovers with them. Chris Adonis,
You missed someone
236.
there.
Who?
242.
I said him?
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. Was that what during my rant?
Yeah. So I said Tommaso Ciampa's been out for pretty much the year.
And then Dante Martin as well at 241.
Yeah, Dante Martin, yeah. Sorry, I did miss him.
Chris Adonis, 236.
Yeah, 236, Chris Adonis. He's in NWA, I think, isn't he?
Yeah.
Rich Swan.
Yeah, that's about right.
234.
But no, it shouldn't be above Gable.
Brogan Finley, that I mentioned before, is getting a tryout at the PC these next couple of days.
How the fuck is Lance Archer 230? When Nick Starr is the TNT champion, he's lower. What the fuck has happened?
Mate, Stu Grayson's above him as well.
Oh my. LA Park.
So 230, Lance Archer. 229, Stu Grayson. 228, LA Park. 227, Johnny Gargano. Once again, been out for pretty much most of the year. He still gets higher ranking than Luchasaurus, Kofi Kingston, Chad Gable.
I don't think they like Impact very much.
Brian Myers, 221.
He shouldn't be there. Several championships, consistently wrestling on Impact and Independent. Moose, yeah.
220. Kenny King, 219.
I hate Kenny King.
Sammy Callahan, 216. Yeah. Christopher Daniels, 214. Now, Christopher Daniels hasn't wrestled in God knows how long.
He just started a new tag team, and he with Matt Sydal.
He started out just before All Out last year, and he got suspended.
All right, so started it again then.
Yeah. Trick Williams, 213. Robbie Eagles, 211. Axiom, 210. I'm sure Eagles was in TNA for a little bit. Impact.
Was it?
Maybe, I'm not sure. EC3, 209.
Okay.
Willie Mack, 207. Eddie Edwards, 204. Davey Boy Smith Jr., 202. I don't think he's been on TV.
Do you remember that match he had last month? No, neither do I. Do you remember when he had a match in January? No, neither do I. Why is he fucking there? Next. Joe Gacy's 200! Carry on.
Joe Gacy's 200. Oh, fucking love doing this shit with you, mate. Lee Mariotti is 196. Matt Hardy is 193. PCO 192.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Homicide 191.
I thought it said Damien Priest. It says Adam Priest. I was absolutely gonna fucking flip.
Yeah, you're gonna flip anyway. Kyle Fletcher was the open is 188. That Thom Lawton, is that used to be an Impact?
Who?
Thom.
Yes.
Latimer, is that what's he called? Impact now. He's English, isn't he? I can't think of his.
He's currently in NWA.
WA, yeah.
He's the NWA TV champion, World Television champion, Thomas Latimer.
What was he
going with?
What was his
He was married to Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. And
now he's married to Camilla.
Yeah. What was his other aliases? Does it give you it there?
He was in WWE as Brendan Fraser.
No, it's not.
Bram.
That's it, Bram. In Impact. Max Caster of the Acclaimed, 186. Here's where that's the beginning of it. Butch 185. Tyler Bate 183. Dax Harwood 181.
I want to meet the guy that puts this together.
Tama Tonga 176. Nick Gage 175.
Almost.
Here he goes. Omos is higher ranked at 174 than Dax Harwood, Max Caster, Kofi Kingston, Luchasaurus, and Chad Gable.
And PCO, who's had constant matches on Impact Wrestling for the title.
JD McDonough, 172. Bully Ray, 171. Ethan Page, 170. Roosh, 168. Matt Riddle, 164. Leo Rush, 156. Brody King, 153.
Mm-hmm.
You're remaining very calm here, mate.
Oh, mate, after you're done, I'm just going to go on a full rant, so don't worry about that. Carry on.
I can see the fame popping out in your head, though.
Where?
Ilya Dragunov, 151. Bronson Reed, 150. Ricochet, 149. Nick Wayne, 147. Just remember he's above, mate. He's really getting on TV now.
Yeah.
Mark Briscoe, 145. Buddy Matthews, 143. Rock Hard Juice Robinson, 142. The Miz, 141. Santos Escobar, who I just sold my car to.
The Lewis Packata.
Is 140. Joe Janela, 138. Bandito, 136. Ali Catch, now it's a female wrestler in the men's top 500.
In the 500.
She's
top
in the 500.
135. The top
she's
140 wrestlers in the world, and she's 135. I don't even know who the fuck she is. No offense to her if you're watching. I'm sure you're a lovely lady, but
she does a lot of GCW and stuff like that. I can't think who she works with. She works with a male wrestler. Austin Ace, 134. Minori Suzuki, 133. Kerry Morton.
The fuck is Ricky Knight Jr. 116? Oh yeah, I forgot he won the fucking titles.
Whoa! You jumped up the queue too quick there.
I know. Sorry, I lost my place and started scrolling up. Sorry.
130.
Oh my god! I didn't even fucking see that. What the fuck?
L.A. Knight.
130.
Yeah. 130. Yeah. Konosuke Takeshita, 126. I don't agree with that one. He's had a blinding. Yeah. I think he came in about that time last year to July. Definitely should be a lot higher.
Chris Bay, 125.
I was on Chris Bay. Yeah, I was trying to remember Chris Bay. The Ario Kid, he's getting an AEW runs 124. Jonathan Grissom, 188. Ricky Knight Jr., 116. If you live outside the UK, you don't know who Ricky Knight Jr. is.
To be fair, he is the current Progress Atlas World Champion. He has actually got a title, but Luchasaurus is the TNT champion, and he's all the way down there. So,
and Chad Gable's probably one of the best years.
And Chad Gable, Kofi Kingston is down there. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
LA Knight's 130.
Shinsuke Nakamura, 113.
Oh, what the fuck?
How
is Swerve 112?
I fucking love doing shit like that. True. Swerve Strickland is 112. Chris Sabin, 110. 108.
I forgot when he last won the title.
108. Mustafa Ali.
The guy wanted to be released 2 years ago from his contract, and now he's on NXT and he's 108. Whereas LA Knight is consistently on WWE, SmackDown, and Raw, and he's at 130. Luchasaurus. No, carry on. I'll do it at the end. I'll do it at the end.
Do you want over the airbuds to hear his rant in a minute? It's coming. Tom Lawler, 107. Fred Rosser, isn't that?
Darren Young.
Darren Young, yeah. At 105. Shibata at 104. I think it's NWA. Hook, the handsome devil himself.
To be fair, sorry, Fred Rosser is in New Japan and he's their strong open weight champion. Fair play.
Fair enough. The handsome devil himself, Hook, it's 103. Jay Lethal, 101. And then we're in top 100. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, is 99.
He was injured from November till March, I can live April.
He has been out quite a lot. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh no, he came back February, didn't he? No one made a big deal out of it.
No. 194. This is where I started to get really annoyed with the list. Top 100. 94. Probably the hottest heel in wrestling's business right now.
Since this list started, since the year of this list started.
Dominic Mysterio. No, just this list would have started just before his heel turn, because he heel turned that.
Yeah. So
Clash.
As soon as, because it happened at Clash, so if this happened in mid-July, the Clash was at the start of end of August, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Billy Starks is 96, by the way. Who's on Constant Dynamite and Collision and
yeah, I did.
No. All I'm saying is she's only just come into it.
Yeah. She.
Billy Starks, yeah. So she in it. Is that what I'm thinking of?
I don't know, but it's the top 500 males, so that'd be another female in it.
Yeah, it's she. Carry on.
Okay.
She's beautiful. Anyway.
No problems with them. If they're wrestling against males, whatever, no problem. This is the top 500 male, though they're doing with women as well.
Well, if they are, Becky Lynch better be up there.
92, Shingo Takagi.
Don't he lies.
He's New Japan. He's done a lot of matches with
I guess
Will
it was New
Japan. Frankie Kazarian, 91.
He's been consistent in Impact.
But he was off TV for a lot of last year because he was at AEW.
No, and then he went to Impact in February? March? And has been consistent on TV. Yeah. I still don't think he should be there, though.
The Bastard Pack.
Again, 90. On and off, and he on TV.
Yeah, he's got a weird contract where he films so much and then he gets so long off, and then he films so much and he gets up. Chris Brooks at 89. Joe Hendry at 84. Just remember, he's above Chad Gable, Luchasaurus, Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, he's consistently on Impact. He's consistent. At that one, yeah, okay, fair play. He should be there.
Rocky Romero, 79. Bollocks, 77.
That's wrong. That is wrong.
Eddie Kingston, consistently on TV, as well as in New Japan, holds a title, has had some of the best matches this year.
Deserves 500 with Matt Hardy. Carry on.
Fuck you, dickhead. Dave Finlay, 74. Jack Perry, 73. You can light the
oh my god, I've just fucking seen 71.
72 is Pentagon Jr. 71, Damian Priest.
Interesting, isn't it?
You've gone from staying quiet, you're now clenching your fist.
I just don't. Yeah.
Daniel Garcia is above Senor Money in the Bank at 69.
Forgot he had Money in the Bank. Makes it fucking worse.
Blake Christian, 67. Wesley, 66.
Yeah, Wesley's been consistent with his matches.
Phoenix, 65.
Not won a title. Oh, yeah, he was North American champion, sorry. Yeah, Phoenix. Wheeler Yuta.
63. he is the weak point of that group.
He deserves to be a little bit more respect
Not much.
there for him. Not much more, but not 63.
Yeah.
Come on now. Who the fuck is Higuchi? Exactly. He should be there and swap him around, carry him.
I've not watched New Japan Age, so I could argue. Ishii, I do no issue. He's done some. He did some work in the Forbidden Door stuff, so yeah. He was 62. Finn Balor is 61. Whoever's written this, I don't think.
I tell you what, Rhea Ripley better be number 1 because fuck me.
She's not on the list, I can tell you that now. But yeah, whoever's written this list doesn't like the Judgment Day. Powerhouse Hobbs, 59. So I just want to point out Powerhouse Hobbs is in top 60.
But the TNT champion?
Yeah. And
is
Mr. Money in the Bank isn't. Yeah. Tyrus, 58. Nick Aldis is 57. Jacob Fatu, 56. Sheamus, 54. Rey Mysterio, 53. Rey's higher than Dominic. Sammy Guevara, 51. Now we're in the top 50. And I think Matt's head might explode soon.
Not really. I can see why he's 50. He should be a bit higher, but...
No, I'm saying just in general when I go through his list.
All right, I thought you meant number 50.
No, number 50, Edge. Darby Allin, 49. Alex Shelley, 48. Wardlow is number 47. Austin Theory, 45. Ricky
He's had a big year. To be fair, I know we hate him, but he's had a big year, Austin Theory.
Yeah. Ricky Starks is 43. Tanahashi's 42. Kenta is 40.
Whoa, you missed Steve Macklin.
I don't
former Impact. He was the former Impact champion. He's always just lost it.
All right, okay, fair enough. Good job you're here to correct me. Mike Bailey, Speedball Mike Bailey, 39. Solo Sikoa is at 38.
By the way, no, carry on. I'll talk afterwards. Go on.
Bron Breakker, 37.
Mm-hmm.
Zack Sabre Jr., 36.
He's dead exciting him.
Yeah, really exciting. Jay White, 32. 31. Mr. Independent, the Indie King, Deathmatch King, the Belt Collector, Mark Cardona is at 31. Hangman Adam Page, 28. Takahashi is 27. Drew McIntyre, 26. Now here comes the biggest bollocks of the entire list. Kenny Omega is 25. 25. But it's not the biggest bollocks of the list because I've just gone up and remembered the biggest bollocks of the list is coming shortly.
Yeah.
He's outside the top 10. Don't get me wrong, top 10 is very stacked. I will admit that. But how is Kenny Omega 25? Chris Jericho, 24.
And by the way, I'll just tell the viewers, I'm staying very quiet because I'm going to have a big rant after this. So this is why I'm not talking much.
Sami Zayn is 22. Kev Owens is 21. Trey Miguel is 20. It's top 20 time. Bobby Lashley.
He was injured after the year, by the way. Carry on.
Yeah. Is 19. Alexander Hammerstone, I believe he's MLW.
Whoever the fuck that is.
He's like there. He's like, I think last year, mate, what I remember from him seeing floating around, he was like their Roman Reigns for a while. Top guy. So probably justified. If we watched MLW, we'd probably be able to justify that a bit more, but we don't. This is the biggest load of bollocks of the list. How is he number 17?
He should be at least where Vikingo is. For me. I know I'm getting a bit ahead, but he should be where Vikingo is, and Kenny Omega should be where Okada is.
I will argue he should be above Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Number 17, William Ospreay.
Yeah.
Probably the best wrestler out there at this moment. Was he injured in that period from July to July? I think he may have had one.
I think he was, but it weren't for long. It was like a month.
And he come back and he's obviously it's not in the July period, but he's wrestled 4 of the biggest names in wrestling.
He's carrying the UK on his fucking back.
He's carrying New Japan on his back.
I don't watch New Japan, so I can't fucking say that.
I've not watching it, but he literally is carrying it on his back, mate. He is, mate. Bryan Danielson, 16. He's had a good run in AEW, but I feel like Bryan Danielson, he's that high in the list just because of his name and merit.
Oh, I don't know. You can't sit there and say there's not one bad Bryan. And obviously, there's others that deserve to be above it. I'm not saying that, but you can't. There's no one that can sit there and say Bryan Danielson's not had a bad match in AEW. So every match he's had has been sick. It's been great.
They've been good matches, but I think he's higher than I think he should be. Not much by much. I think it goes off his name, that one alone. Samoa Joe, I don't know 15.
15, she is in TNA.
Okay.
She.
Yeah, I don't know her, so I'll put it in there. 15, Masha Slamovich. Yeah, is she wrestling the guy?
No. That's not what I'm getting at. There's no fucking Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
But that's my rant in a minute. We'll go on. Samoa Joe, 14.
14. Carmelo Hayes, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Claudio Castagnelli. I don't believe he should be in the top 12.
No, I don't.
He's good, and he's been really good. He's moved to AEW. He's been good, but his matches haven't been great. Nothing he's done yet has set me alight. But then Grand Slam, he has taken on Eddie Kingston belt for belt. Eddie's winning. Just putting it out there.
Claudio's winning. Kayam.
Sanada is the New Japan World. He's their champion at the moment.
Okay.
Which pisses me off with number 7 because number 7's done fuck all. But we'll get there. Cody Rhodes is number 10. Looking at the list, could be moving around. Yeah, he could probably swap with 7. And 7 could probably swap with 11.
Don't forget, he was injured till January.
Yeah, that's.
I know since then he has been consistent, but from January and then he faced Brock Lesnar and then he faced Dom, so it's probably hurt him a bit. That
Josh Alexander, off what you say about it, mate, he deserves.
Fucking absolutely amazing. Yeah, he deserves it.
Orange Cassidy, number 8. Kazuchi Okada.
Yeah, that's fucking.
That is one that gets in there every year, mate.
You're talking about names?
Yeah.
You're talking about names? That's gone off.
Consistently every year, mate, he's in the top 10 off the back of his name. He really is. Sanada is their current champion. Sanada has had a bigger storyline. Sanada's beat Okada this year. Sanada should be 11 at best. MJF at 6. I can't say all his name. Vikingo is number 5. 4. Zarin General. Gunther. Right. Absolutely deserves to be in top 5. Absolutely. Top 3.
The Shield.
Number
I like
3.
how Steph's above Roman.
Yeah. Number 3, Jon Moxley. 2, Roman Reigns. And number 1, Seth freaking Rollins. Top 3, mate. I'd move Mox down, and I would move Will Ospreay up.
Yeah, agreed.
In the top 5, other than that, that's the only change. Well, I'd top 10. I'd take Okada out, move him right down.
Out. And that's because I don't watch Vikingo.
Yeah, so. This is the issue that is. I believe Vikingo, mate, is absolutely holding it down in Mexico and AAA.
So I've seen him in Collision on Dynamite, and every single match he's had is quality. But I mean, I don't watch enough of him to say. For me, he's in top 5 because MJF's the fucking AEW World Champ.
So, go on, mate.
Okay, So
Here's with
let's
the
start. How long we got? Oh shit. Probably on an hour and 40. Right.
No,
So I ain't got any issues with it. All the way up.
40, mate. That hour 40 is how long we've been talking for. We're on an hour and 16.
Oh, well, perfect. Here we go. This might be a long one for you guys. Right. So I'm all right with everything up till where is
Chad Gable?
Dijak is 457. We didn't mention him, but Dijak is 457. He's consistently on NXT. Has repackaged himself from that shit that was Retribution, and is now Dominic Dijakovic.
Dijakovic.
Yeah, Dijak. He's consistently on NXT. He's been in main events. He's been facing Camelo and Bron Breakker for the title. How he's 457, fucking beyond me. Don't deserve to be in the top 100, but at least higher than fucking that shit. I don't know who fuck Cheeseburger is. It's. I think it's because I'm on the Progress Wrestling website, so it's highlighted all the wrestlers there.
Ring of Honor Cheeseburger. He's more Ring of Honor.
So then we get to the biggest fucking shit show I've seen from a list my whole life, and I've lost him, so I'm gonna find him. 338, Chad Gable. Chad Gable. Raw, week in, week out. Yes, he's only just started facing Gunther for the title, but every match he's had is not boring. He's held the tag titles, as in because the Usos have had him. He's been consistently on Raw though. He's consistently on pay-per-views. He's consistently good in the ring, but he's 338. We'll come back to that. Then we have, and you said it the other week, Dark Orders, Evil Uno, Storm Grayson is in.
Stu Gracie's left him though, hasn't he?
He's okay. Tony D'Angelo. And I love NXT, but Tony D'Angelo is above Chad Gable. Who else is above it? Jeff Cobb is above Chad Gable. We move. John Hennigan is above Chad Gable, who is just consistently shit in the ring. Luchasaurus, the TNT champion. He's their secondary champion, and he is 298. 298. He's there. He's the TNT champion. I keep saying that because he's the champion. That'd be like Gunther being there. No, Austin Theory. Anyway, we move on. Baron Corbin 299. About right. Happy Corbin shit wasn't going on. He went to NXT, tried to repackage himself to try and do it, and now it's working. So next year it'll be higher. So no issue with that. Kofi Kingston 294. Now Kofi was injured. We know Kofi was injured with the New Day because they were off TV for a good 3 months. But consistently when he's wrestled, can you remember a bad Kofi Kingston match? If that's what it goes off, quality of matches. No, I can't remember the last Kofi Kingston match I've watched. I've sat there and gone, this is shit. I can't be asked.
They haven't. The only thing I can think of knock Kofi down is they didn't really do. They've not really done much for the thing from July to July because one of them's been ever injured. Big E's been out all that time, and then one of them seem to be getting running, and then one of them gets injured, and that takes the other one off TV. Unfortunately, the New Day are at a point now where they're so reliant on each other being on TV to keep the run going.
Yeah,
so I wonder if that's knocked Kofi down a little bit because he's
not a little bit. He's 294. Anyway,
hey, Xavier wasn't even on the list.
What? Oh yeah, fucking shit. Okay, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to Xavier. TJP, yeah, New Japan, Impact, whatever he's in. Yeah, he's not bad, is he? Let's face it. Who else is there? Tommy Knight is above Chad Gable, Kofi Kingston, and TNT champion Luchasaurus. We move forward. Timothy Thatcher is above Chad Gable, Luchasaurus, the TNT champion, and Kofi Kingston. We move further up the list. Lindsay Dorado is above him. Yeah, Power Ranger. Next up, people are going to go crazy going, hey, you're fucking disrespecting him. Ciampa, injured. I can't say much about Ciampa. He's been injured. He's always just come back, and next year, hopefully, he's won the Intercontinental title by then, so he's higher. Rich Swann. Tag team titles. Rich Swann, he's been in and out of Impact. I've not watched him much in anything else, so I can't really say. Chris Adonis, same with NWA. Don't watch NWA, so I can't really say. Lance Archer is above Kofi Kingston, Chad Gable, and the TNT champion Luchasaurus. Johnny Gargano, again, he's had his injuries. He came back in October. Was it October he came back under Triple H?
Yeah.
With Candice, so I can see why he's there. Brian Myers has been the digital champion on Impact.
Hardest working wrestler. Championship.
He's fucking worked his ass off in the ring, and yet he's 2-2-1. Anyway, Moose on and off Impact. Moose. He is quality Moose, but he's been in and out. Kenny King has always just come back, so don't understand
Moose
that.
is one of them wrestlers I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I would wish WWE would sign because he fits their model perfect.
Tag teaming with Titus O'Neil. What a tag team.
Yeah, but because of Moose's past, I believe they won't touch him.
Yeah, probably. Sami Callihan, again, he's been on Impact consistently, but in and out. Christopher Daniels. When was the last time Christopher Daniels wrestled? He's above the TNT champion Luchasaurus, Chad Gable, and Kofi Kingston. And we'll just move forward because I could be here forever. Joe Gacy is 200. Has been consistent in NXT with his storyline of Schism.
And I think Gacy helped a better ranking next year.
Yeah. Well, he's helped. What's her name? I always forget her name.
Ava Raine.
Yeah. And considering he's had a tag team in that group that didn't want to be there, he's done what he needed to. PCO has been in 4 Impact. I know it's Impact and they've not got a massive following on TV, but he's been in 4 main events for the title, and each main event has been decent. But he's 192.
He's been murdered and come back to life as well.
Exactly, and like, do you know what I mean? So is Eric Young. Eric Young's not on this list. Why is he not there? But again, Matt Hardy is above Chad Gable, the TNT champion Luchasaurus, and Kofi Kingston. But Matt Hardy does wrestle week in, week out on TV, so I kind of can't hold him to that. But
who's Jeff? My name's Jeff.
Jeff's in jail. But Max Caster, actually, let's go to Max Caster. Max Caster has been a part of a tag team that gets probably one of the biggest pops on AEW TV.
Andy Bowens didn't make the list.
Now he did Daddy Ass. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. Someone else hasn't made the list, but his tag team partner has. Oh, has he? No, I don't think he has. Cash?
Nope, doesn't make the list. So
we'll talk about consistency in a minute.
So hang on, let me just jump in there, mate. I believe that PWI do top men, top women, top tag teams. Now Dax, I don't know I don't know why Anthony Bowens, but I know Dax did a bit of singles matches for a while. He has competed singly. I don't think Cash has. So that may be what they don't. He's not competed singly. Anthony Bowens definitely has. Daddy definitely has.
There's Malachi.
Yeah, no Malachi either. I forgot about Malachi. Just throwing out there. The leader of the House of Black.
And you said there's a PWI list for the women.
Yeah, they come out in a few months' time.
But there's women in this. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So
we're going to get to that in a minute.
We'll get to that in a moment because we both. Yeah.
Max Caster, trios champion, obviously always just recently, but is consistently on TV. Everything he fucking does. Him and Anthony Bowen, consistent.
Probably one of the best things to come out of the last, but barring maybe Judgment Day, they are probably the most. They've had the best run of like a group as such in the last.
Bloodline as well.
Yeah, Bloodline as well.
Bloodline, Judgment Day, acclaimed. All 3 of them. We move. By the way, Max Caster is below Tyler Bate, and I like Tyler Bate, but he's not held a championship in NXT, and isn't consistent on NXT.
Did he not hold that Heritage Cup thing they have?
That fucking means fuck all, doesn't it? They always just brought that in just for that.
Yeah, but they make a big song and dance about it now, don't they? So.
Well, yeah, because the UK wrestlers were like, "Well, you close that fucking thing. We've got nothing to fight for." So that's why they brought it. They kept it. So fucking reason. Dax Harwood, yeah, don't understand that. Nick Gage, I've not really seen him over the past year. To be fair, I didn't think he was still wrestling. I thought he was injured. Omos is 174 in this year. You tell me 5 matches that Omos has had that we've all been interested in. I'll wait.
You give me 5 times I've been interested in Omos.
Exactly. So why is he 170? Omos is above the TNT champion, Luchasaurus, Chad Gable and Kofi Kingston, Max Caster, Dax Harwood. I could go on and on. But we move. Bully Ray. I think Bully Ray deserves to be a bit higher there. His stuff at Impact's quality. The way he...
yeah, but there's not only really more of a recent thing that he's returned to Impact.
No, he was feuding with Josh Alexander since January.
All right, okay.
It's been consistent on there, so, and that's when they brought PCO in because it added different dynamics to the whole thing. Ethan Page 170. He's not been on TV a lot.
Not really done anything, which is it's frustrating because he's
quality. Matt Riddle 164.
I wonder if he got extra points for getting his ass and dick out.
Yeah, don't get your dick out. Leo Rush has retired 4 times in a year, but we'll put him 156 above the TNT champion and everyone else I've just mentioned. Brody King 154, trios champion for fucking a time. In February, did he win it off the Elite?
Yep.
Is it Feb? Yeah, he's 154. Malachi's not even in the list. Ilya Dragunov, consistently quality on every single match he has. He puts 20 million% into what he does. He's 151. He's not held a championship. It's probably hurt him. Bronson Reed, yeah, he came back under Triple H, so fair dues. Ricochet, 149. Oh, recently with Logan Paul stuff, has he come to?
I think we've got a bigger year. I think we've got a bigger year ahead of us for Ricochet.
Yeah, he faced Shinsuke on Raw, just gone, so maybe he's pushing himself into that. Let's move on. Nick Wayne is above everyone I've just mentioned, by the way. The Miz 141. He's enhancement talent, isn't he? But doesn't deserve to be 141. Santos Escobar. Not won a title. He's in the NWO, he's consistently on TV. Matches I could pass, really. I'm not really bothered. So that doesn't really bother me, that one. Ali Cat, she's a lady. We move. LA Knight 130. Yeah, exactly. There's no words. Take a shitter. Sorry. Takeshita. Not one bad match. Has faced Omega. Fucking everyone.
Sure, he had a match with Mox in that time because he was at that point where we didn't know what he was doing. Consistently.
Has he faced Pac recently?
Maybe. Consistently got better as the years gone on.
Improved.
So it's not like he's come in and then plateaued. He's gradually got better. It's got more into better now. They've put a manager with him because he can't speak English in Don Callis. Yeah.
Which works perfect with them too.
Yeah.
Ricky Knight Jr. is a Progress champion. Fair play. Swerve Strickland and Shinsuke Nakamura 112, 113. Shinsuke just recently. He's always just started actually doing something good. So fair enough. Swerve though. Just whatever. Yeah. Mustafa Ali 108. Tell me a good match he's had because I can't. Hook 103. 99 AJ Styles been injured. Yeah. Fair play. Dominic Mysterio 94, the biggest heel in any wrestling company, and he is 94. Mate, I could name you. He's better than Bobby Lashley over the past year. He's better than Masha Slamovich the past year. I'd even argue his matches, what he's been doing is better than what Claudio's done.
Yep.
And Jake Lee as well, by the way. But we'll get to the top thing in a minute. Pac, like we said, he's on and off TV, and so he's got one of those contracts where he does a bunch of stuff and then goes for a bit. Joe Hendry, yeah, fair play. I don't know, Rocky Romero. Damian Priest and Finn Balor at 71 and 61. The Judgment Day have been done dirty. Finn Balor had one of the matches of the weekend at WrestleMania against Edge in Hell in a Cell. Finn 41 staples. Damian Priest, Senior Money in the Bank. Now both tag team champions.
It just falls into the July bracket.
Yeah. Dominic, North American champion. And consistently got better over the year. Daniel Garcia deserves to be higher than 69. I think a little bit higher than that. I don't think that's fair on him. He's yeah, maybe not. I actually thought what I said then. Sheamus.
Probably contention of match of the year last year at Clash.
And at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
With Gunther and Drew. But hasn't won a title, probably hurt him. Ray. Yeah. Ray fucking Mysterio is in 53 in 2023. Sammy Guevara, 51. Yeah, fair play. Edge, on and off TV, can see it. Darby Allin, 49 is a bit of a fucking kick in the bollocks to him.
Yeah.
60
on TV.
Yeah.
Had titles, great matches.
Teaming with Sting, and when you team with Sting, you get extra points. Just read Dave Meltzer. Austin Theory, 45. Now, people are probably going to argue with me with this one. But US champ, consistently on TV as much as we fucking hated him. He went like a month where we weren't on TV because they just thought take him off, get the heat off him for a bit, come back. Then faced John Cena at WrestleMania and beat John Cena at WrestleMania. I know he's just had the thing with The Rock, but... And then has been in matches with Edge, with Ray, with Lashley, AJ. I think that's justified 45 for Austin Theory. But, people can disagree with me if you want. Just tell me. Ricky Starks, 43. Feel he's got better over the past year, but that's probably deserved. Steve Macklin, Macelin, whatever you want to call it. Impact champion for a good couple of months. Yeah. Fair play. Solo, 38. Not really wrestled, has he, really, to be fair?
No, he's been more the enforcer, hasn't he? Than anything.
Yeah. Braun Breaker, 37. About right. Although he was at one point looking like he was going to break the record for holding the title for long. We'll move up quickly. Matt Cardona, 31, deserves to be way higher than what he is, considering he's holding every single independent championship going. Adam Page, 28. I mean, it's not that I don't like Adam Page, I just don't. He's not really done much, has he?
No.
So,
but they're making that into storyline now, though, aren't they? So
yeah. Kenny Omega is the biggest one here that I think, and Will Ospreay should not be anywhere near the 25. Kenny Omega deserves to be in top 10, as does Will Ospreay. Chris Jericho, 24, deserves to be in the top 20. Probably, I'll probably argue and say he deserves to be over Bryan Danielson. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens probably had the biggest.
Sami Zayn in particular.
Well, Kevin Owens faced Roman at Royal Rumble. Then had the story with Sami Zayn, and that led to Sami Zayn getting the title opportunity at Elimination Chamber. Then they won the Undisputed Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania.
Sami Zayn had the whole Sami Zayn bloodline storyline.
Yeah. No, what the fuck? Bobby Lashley, 19. Bobby Lashley is 19. It amazes me how he's there. Masha Slamovich, 15. Claudio, 12. Sonada, he's the champion, should be higher than Okada. And then we just spoke about top 5. So, why the fuck? If you're putting women in this, which I've got no issues with. I have no issues with it if that's what you're doing.
But you need to include...
Where's Rhea Ripley, who's had the biggest year? Where's Becky Lynch? Because she's had a big year.
Mm-hmm.
If you're really going to argue the women should be in it, Mercedes Moné appeared in New Japan. I know she's not done much, but made a bit of an impact and won their championship. I know she's injured now, but
I'll be intrigued to see now when they do the women's list if the ones that are featured in the men's list feature in the women's list.
Billy Starks, isn't it? Billy Starks. I don't get it. I don't get how you can put Chad Gable. Where's Otis? Malachi.
So there's one name missing, and I mentioned it on the TikTok. One very notable name missing from that list.
Oh.
Like,
have I mentioned him today?
Yeah, you always mention him. Without fail, he gets mentioned because you get a reaction.
Eddie Kingston's in it.
No. The other one you get a reaction from.
Moxley. Oh, you also get mentioned that of.
A very controversial star at the moment. Without a
Punk.
CM Punk is not on the list at all.
He was off fucking TV for fucking time. Because of what happened.
So is Pac. I'm not defending. I'm fucking happy he's not on the list, mate, because the Punk fans probably would have squeezed him in at number one. But yeah, so was Pac, so was Hangman. Yeah, and my lovely wife has just pointed out, Mum, how can this name not be featured in the top 10? Story time, baby.
Shit, Adam Cole isn't even on there. He was injured though.
But you've got people on that list, mate. That
I know.
And since his return, I don't know when his return came back, but even still, since his return, mate, he's been on probably his second best run, because his Undisputed Era run was probably his cream de crop at the moment. For anybody dives down the throat.
What? Cool. February. He returned in February. Oh no, June. Sorry, he returned in June.
Last year.
No. What? After suffering? Oh no, he got injured June last year. He returned it in January this year. So he's been back since January.
So that's 7 months, mate, to make that list. Mm-hmm. And then in them 7 months, he has probably been one of the best wrestlers on TV. Some of the best storylines. Yeah.
There's someone not on there as well. Christian.
Yeah.
Christian's not on it. And he has wrestled.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the list that everybody looks at, because the superstars put the rankings in their X and Twitter and stuff like that. I don't fucking know. I don't get it. I was top 3. I'm not surprised about. Like I say, I would probably switch Mox around with Will Ospreay. When I say switch, I mean Mox moves to 4th and Will slots in. Everybody moves down.
Oh no! I'd probably put Mox 5th, gun for 4th.
If you go from July to July, AEW relied on Mox in that.
That's when Gunther held the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, I know. I get your argument. I get you, and I'm not.
And I know where you're coming from as well. It's that one's just opinion, in it.
Yeah, it's either way. Like I say, Gunther's had the best year of his career ever. Mox has literally carried the company on his back from literally what we're looking September to whatever time everything got settled down. It was Mox carrying that company. Jesus Christ, Mox had to cancel his holiday because of the brawl all out. And he's still not got on his fucking holiday yet. And I think last year, when Mox came out and opened up early last year about his demons of alcohol and stuff, took time off and came back and become the best version of Moxley I think we've seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of names there, mate, that don't deserve to be where they are. There's a lot of names in that list that probably shouldn't be on the list. There's people missing. We don't do this list because Eddie Kingston be number 1.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
If we were fucking blind.
He wouldn't be number 2 because Seth Rollins would be number 1 still.
That's
the only one. Do you know what? That's the only one. I could even argue like Roman could maybe move a spot down a little bit or whatever. There's arguments for everybody. I don't get me started on Roman. Don't get me started on Roman. But I think Seth, unanimously, whatever the word is, he's number one.
Yeah, no, he is by miles.
Consistently on TV, consistently performing, not had a title for the majority of the year, but still been stealing shows. And the biggest name out there.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. But
agreed, it's fucking bullshit.
We'll keep an eye out for the ladies. We'll keep an eye out for the tag team ones, and we will chat about them because obviously there's people that are missing, like male superstars that are in tag teams. Cash, that we mentioned, Matt and Nick, Usos, Bowens, Arias. So I'm intrigued.
Malachi.
Predictions: number one tag team from July to July.
FTR.
It's got to be in it.
Yeah. FTR, Usos, Young Bucks. Top three.
I can go with that.
Then the Acclaimed. And Judgment Day will be there somewhere as well.
They could throw in Sammy and Kev as well.
Yeah. Top five.
Oh no, they might not do because it was quite late.
It don't fucking matter apparently.
Well, July to July, they do July to July.
Top five women. Rhea.
If Rhea's not number one.
Becky.
If Rhea's not number one, we're not doing PWI lists ever again.
Becky. Britt.
Yeah. Jade.
Jade's number one, obviously.
But no, I think because of just off the work she's done these last 12 months, if Rhea Ripley's not number one, I'm not doing the list no more.
I'll do it, and I'll fucking email the people that do it and go, you need to fucking just watch TV because I'll go outside and touch fucking grass.
Charlotte Flair's going to be number one. If Charlotte Flair comes above Rhea, Asuka, Becky, Io.
She'll come above Io.
Britt.
She'll come above Britt.
And Jamie Hayter. I won't be impressed.
She'll be above Jamie Hayter. She held the championship, didn't she, from like November till WrestleMania. So
yeah. But I think we're at a good point. I'm gonna go let Matt simmer down because I'm gotta go play GM mode against him now as well. I don't know how I'm gonna piss him off today. I don't know. But yeah, guys. So that was PWI 500. Matt's had his rant. He looks like he's calmed down as such.
Yeah. I've had me rant. I don't agree with it whatsoever. I agree with the top two. And Roman's very, very close to not even being agreed to being in the top two because he's not been fucking consistent on TV. The only thing that keeps him there for me is from January to WrestleMania.
That's my argument I said to you about Roman Reigns. It's the consistency with Roman Reigns, which would move him down the list.
November. Because he had War Games. When they did the War Games thing and then all the way up to WrestleMania. That's probably the only thing that's kept in there.
Probably has. That'd be the only thing where I'd argue on Roman Reigns is the inconsistency of his TV appearances.
Being there.
But guys, I'd say this is probably the best point for us to end. So if you like the video and you're watching it and you've not subscribed, how rude of you.
Yeah, it's fucking rude, you fucking rude cunts. Bastards.
He's did it again. He's dropped the C-bomb again. Hit the bell so you get the notifications for when the new Matt versus John videos come out. John versus Matt.
And Matt's GM mode.
And Matt's GM mode. And if you're... well, let's not go now on Spotify no more. I've completely stopped doing that because we weren't getting views. But if you haven't hit the bell or anything, do that. Head across to the TikTok page, Wrestling Fellas Pod. For any updates, there's probably going to be a new series coming on there. My hot takes, maybe some of Matt's hot takes if you want to send me them, and I'll let you know it's Matt's hot take, not John's.
People are fucking just tuning off if I did it. Okay, now.
Yeah, but with the PWI, comment below. Let us know what you think of the list. Who should be where? Who's missing? Do you like it? Do you disagree? Let us know in the comments. Jump across
on bro.
On the social media, like I said, TikTok has a video about it on there too. On social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Wrestling Fellas. Let us know on there. And Instagram, Wrestling_Fellas Pod. Go go follow, like, subscribe, do everything you need to do on all of them. Let us know your views, and until next time, peace.
Peace.